there, fruit baskets, and welcome back to another episode of the Vampyr. Where we last left off, we went to the church, we went to the cemetery, and grieved for our little sister. I think it was your sister. And we found out that maybe we should get in touch with our humanity and come back to church so we can confess ourselves. But what I want now is I found a letter here. Last episode I found a letter. This one. Editor refusal letter. Very interesting letter about the actor guy just getting refused all over the place. But anyhow, maybe we can talk to him about it. You'll have something to tell us. Hey, how are you doing?
Hello again, miss. Tell me, Camellia, how are things now the dispensary is closed? Very well.
Okay.
Goodbye then.
She doesn't talk at all.
Good
What
evening,
about you?
Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Any
Have you
news?
recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
Personal questions?
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Oh, a research is rare. But you don't seem
Still,
to suffer from poverty.
You don't seem to suffer from poverty.
With thanks to my parents, actually. I'm afraid I would not be able to live on my own without their help.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reid.
Love it. Love
I'll
this
leave
guy.
you alone, sir.
Just keep getting cold so I keep giving you medicine and farming some XP, my guy. Let's go. We have to go to church. Take me to church. Sorry.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
This isn't a personal matter. I have no need for a gun here. I don't need company.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel, for I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Just know I cared for her.
Just know I cared for her.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible.
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Am I
Ask your
fucking things
question,
up here?
What would you like her to know?
I promise. I will find
I'm
the
so
response.
sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this. I'll put an end to this horror.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
I mean, this wasn't what we really wanted. But I can't tell him, oh my god, I
Whatever
killed.
happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Well, I never got the vibes of Jonathan being a
evening, Doctor.
person
Can I help you?
of faith.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It appears the dispensary is now a major source of contagion in Whitechapel. Someone should do something about it, but no one cares.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Do you know that Christina is hoping to pay for her brother to travel to England in the near future?
I see. No, she didn't tell me that. But that explains many things.
Do you believe she will ever see her brother again?
As long as the war rages in Europe, I'm afraid her chances of seeing her brother again are slim to none.
Was it wise to become so intimate with a woman you were supposed to interview, Clayton?
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
You lack impartiality.
I know more than enough to understand your situation. For a reporter, you certainly lack impartiality.
I would have expected more open-mindedness from an educated man like you, Dr. Reid. If you have no further wisdom to impart, I shall take leave.
Yeah, I was kind of a douchebag, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry about that. I needed to speak my
Goodbye,
mind.
Mr. Darby.
You're doing your job. I need to find about
Good
this
evening,
star.
Christina.
Change your mind?
Oh.
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
So was the guy.
What do you know about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
2 girls I know went to the dispensary yesterday. Nobody has seen them since. I worry about them, in case bad things happen.
Goodbye, miss. Take care.
Yeah, but ask Xiao Shen to go back to Whitechapel. I don't even know who that is. But we need to return to Edgar. But let's go there. Sure. Let's try to go there. I think we'll waste a little time. It's fine. I think you guys understand. We gotta explore everything.
This is no place for a gentleman!
Shut the fuck up. You fucking punk. What is this? Oh, hideout. Oh, we met the guy. No. Oh, he has the same thing. Goddamn. Oh, but here we got a new thing, I believe, to recycle. Like a watery brisk blood sample. It's to mix. I see. I understand the situation. Oh, I missed this first.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
You son of a bitch. Shit.
Be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Choose
You
me.
selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
Yes,
What is it
but
you
why?
seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Same.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Wait. What's that? Is that my sister's... What the fuck? Hey lady, what are you doing again?
Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew is a pretty cool
Have
guy.
you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is
I'm sorry. Yeah.
so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Those are
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equal.
feels guilty for not spotting her husband's condition.
Vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
Sadness. It's worse when we are
You should
alone.
not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reid. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
I'm a doctor. I help you.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
You're right. I believe silence has a curative effect for the pain we feel. I suppose it provides space for reflection.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reid.
Thank you.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reid. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Oh, calm down. Jamal, don't pull out the 9-inch cock. But you should
go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reid.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
I think we exhausted
for now.
our dialogue. And look at that. We are ready.
Many new graves. Though I still feel so disconnected from the others then.
Well, we find some interesting things this episode, and I'll make my way to the hospital and start the next episode there. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Vampyr series. If you did, you already know what to do. Comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, my name is Corvo, and I hope you have a wonderful night. You want some of this? We're getting pretty strong. Goodbye.